Hey y'all, welcome to my first YouTube video. So I'm gonna get right into it. First, I start with my brows. I always do them first. I brush them out and then I take my pencil and draw them on. I know y'all can probably tell my eyebrows aren't done whatsoever. I just let them be free after I kept attempting to do them myself. I just fail every single time I do them, and it made my eyebrows become really thin and made me look funny without my eyebrows drawn on. And I love being pretty with makeup and without, so that wasn't working for me at all. And I just let them grow out. I'm too scared to get them waxed, so. And of course, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I'm just filling in my left brow. The reason I'm scared to go to get my eyebrows waxed is because I'm scared to look crazy on someone else's end, and I just feel like someone's gonna mess my eyebrows up, and I just don't want that at all. Now I'm taking my concealer and I'm just following very closely and slowly up under my eyebrows. This is my base for my eyeshadow. I feel like the lighter your skin, the better your eyeshadow shows up. So I feel like it's just making my skin seem lighter by putting a light concealer on there and then placing my eyeshadow on top. Now I'm just taking that same concealer and I'm spreading it all across my lid and like finishing off from where I ended when I was placing it up under my eyebrows, so I can just finish making my eyeshadow base. Taking a brush that has like a oval kind of shape and it's flat to spread it out evenly across my lid and like blend in the area up under my eyebrow. And like I said, what you do to one side, you do to the other, so I'm just going on to the left side to spread it out as well. Then I'm taking my setting powder on my blush brush and I put this on my eyes so my eyes don't crease. Now I'm using this like hot pink shade out of my palette. I just got this palette from the beauty supply store. And I'm packing this all over my lid, all in my crease, practically to my eyebrow. The reason I use the cheaper makeup for right now is because I'm just now starting with makeup, and I feel like it would be a better investment to buy the makeup from like MAC and Sephora and everything when I'm actually knowing like what I'm doing for sure, and I don't just wash it off because I'm just trying things. I'm using that same concealer that I used before, and I'm going to use a brush that you use to do your brows with, and I'm going to just be placing that from the inner corner of my eyes to the halfway mark. I'm doing this step as a base again for my next shade. Like I said before, I feel like it would show up better on a base, and I'd rather do it this way than to have the colors just mixed together basically. Now, I don't put the setting powder on this part because I feel like the setting powder will mess up my eyeshadows. And I don't have like a smaller brush to do the setting powder with. Going back into that same palette, I'm using a silver color that has like a pink shade underneath. Like when you look at it, it's silver, but when you really dig, it's pink up underneath. Now I'm taking a sparkly black shade out of that same palette, and so it's not so heavy when I first apply it to my crease and outer corner. You may see me blow off the brush after I've dug into the color. I feel like it just makes it smoother when you apply it so you can build up the product. Now in this little Victoria's Secret smoky eye kit, I'm going to be using the highlighter that comes with it. And I'm going to just be putting that from the arch of my eyebrow all the way to the end of my eyebrow. And I kind of just buff it out a little bit with the brush so it kind of just makes it, I don't know, it just has a better effect. And then I'm taking some sparkly silver liner to line my tear duct to about halfway. Now I'm using an eyelash that I lost the match to, so I cut it up and I'm going to be placing it on the outer corner, the middle, and the inner corner. I used about 4 lashes for each side. I put 2 on the end, 1 in the middle, and 1 in the I placed them on my eye like this to create like a doll kind of effect. I love how that looks when people like wear those spiky kind of lashes, but I don't have any, so I'm just making the most of what I have. And of course, to put my lashes on, I'm using weave bonding glue. That works so well for me. Every time I try to use lash glue, it just fails, so I just use the hair glue. It works instantly and it works perfectly for me. Continuing on to do the left eye, I just do the same thing, repeat the same process with the lashes, and yeah.
She don't wanna fuck with me. She said I'm a kid, y'all. Told her she got the hard.
I kind of look cross-eyed just then, but I know y'all see that effect. Like, that just looks so nice to me, like, so nice. Now I'm using a color correcting stick as like a highlight concealer type thing. I don't know why or what it's used for, but when I watch the tutorials, they always put something under their eyes and like on their T-zone and the tip of their nose and their chin, and they just place it up under there and they put the powder on top and like bake and everything. And I don't know, I'm just doing this way. I don't really know how to do all that stuff with the foundation and stuff. I just like my eyes, so I've never really thought to investigate that process. Then I'm using some foundation and I just slightly pour it on my beauty blender. A little goes a very long way for me, and I don't like too much foundation. I sweat really easily and I feel like the foundation is really heavy. So to just keep it light, simple, and smooth, I just dab a little on there and spread it out the most I can, and that normally works pretty well for me. Right here I'm taking a dark brown, like almost black eyeshadow, and I'm using that to contour. Like I said, I don't really do too much with the face, so I never really thought to buy a contour kit because I feel like it wouldn't be used as much, and I don't really pay attention to the contour and the foundation and all that. A lot of the products you see me use in my videos won't be used necessarily what they're used for. Like I have an eyeshadow that I use for highlighter and everything. So yeah, but this is just what works for me. So then I'm using my highlight. I put this on my cheekbones, like at the very top of my cheekbones. And I put this on my nose tip and my cupid's bow. When I put it on the tip of my nose, I normally use my finger just so it can show up a little bit better, because this highlight isn't really like that popping. So of course, like I said earlier, I use an eyeshadow as a highlighter. So after I put that highlighter on, I go back with the eyeshadow highlighter and put that on top. Now the whole step that solidifies my look and makes it mine is the freckles. I love freckles. I don't know, I just think they're so cute and I just wish I had some. So I just draw them on with this brown liner. And yeah, try to make it look as natural as possible. I space them out, kind of do some a little bit bigger than the others. And my favorite place to put them is in between my brows and on the top of my brows. I think it looks really nice.